They're tapped. The Shatter's perfect. Thank you. Hey everybody, welcome back and thanks for taking the time out of your day to watch Hello Good Game. We're playing more rotation-proof standard 2021 today, looking at a 5-colored shrine deck revolving around the one, the only, Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath. You know, this is our only creature beside Brazen Borrower, which is here not necessarily for the Borrower, the 3-1 with flash and flying, but the petty theft will help us survive until we can find some of our field wipes like Extinction Event and Shatter the Sky, which in turn will prolong the game until we can stack our shrines and just get more value out of the game and our turns than our opponent. So that's what we're into today. If you find any value within the video, go ahead, drop a thumbs up. It looks so much better blue. Share the channel out to a friend as well. Let's get right into it. Sanctum of Tranquil Light. We have 3 copies of this, a legendary enchantment shrine, obviously. We can pay 6 to tap target creature. Yes, that's incredibly expensive. However, this ability costs 1 less to activate for each shrine you control, and we have 6 shrines in the deck, so you know we can reduce that to its base cost of 1 plains. Into our 2-drops, we also have 3 copies of Sanctum of Stone Fangs, another legendary enchantment shrine. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, each opponent loses X life and you gain X life, where X is the number of shrines you control. Into our 3-drops, 4 copies of Uro, Titan of Nature's Wrath, a 6/6, and whenever it enters the battlefield, sacrifice it unless it's escaped. Whenever Uro enters the battlefield or attacks, you gain 3 life and draw a card. Then you may put a land card from your hand onto the battlefield. The escape cost is 2 green and 2 blue from your mana pool, exiling 5 other cards from your graveyard as well. 4 copies of Sanctum of Fruitful Harvest, legendary enchantment shrine. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, add X mana of any one color where X is the number of shrines you control. Only 2 copies of Sanctum of Shattered Heights, another legendary enchantment shrine. We can pay 1, discarding a land card or a shrine card. Sanctum of Shattered Heights deals X damage to target creature or planeswalker where X is the number of shrines you control. 4 copies of Brazen Borrower. This is a 3-1 with flash and flying, can only block other creatures with flying. Petty Theft for 2, an instant speed adventure. Return target non-land permanent and opponent controls to its owner's hand. 3 copies of Idyllic Tutor, sorcery speed. Search your library for an enchantment card, reveal it, put it into your hand, and then shuffle your library. Into our 4-drops, we have 4 copies of Shatter the Sky, sorcery speed. Each player who controls a creature with power 4 or greater draws a card, and then destroy all creatures. Sanctum of Clear Waters. This is one of my favorite shrines, legendary enchantments as well. At the beginning of your pre-combat main phase, you draw X cards where X is the number of shrines you control. If you do, discard a card. 4 copies of Extinction Event, sorcery speed. Choose odd or even. Exile creatures with the converted mana cost of the chosen value. 0 is even. For our 5-drops, we have 2 copies of Sanctum of All. This is a legendary enchantment shrine, and at the beginning of your upkeep, you may search your library and or graveyard for a shrine card, put it into the battlefield. If you search your library this way, shuffle it, and if an ability of another shrine you control triggers while you control 6 or more shrines, that ability triggers an additional time. So you see just how powerful that is. These spells, of course, are accompanied by a little bit of land, 3 plains, 2 islands, a single swamp, 3 forests, 2 Savai Triomes, 2 Ketria Triomes, 2 Indatha Triomes, 2 Raugrin Triomes, 2 Zagoth Triomes, and 4 Fabled Passages. The land's a little expensive and a little all over the place, but with 5-color deck, without mana fixing, you're really going to need it. Of course, we do have Uro to play multiple lands per turn, which is super duper helpful, but you know, at the end of the day, you know, 5 mana of 1 color doesn't necessarily help us a lot. It should maybe, you know, fill in that single color that we're missing. And, you know, there's not many dual cost drops, only Shatter the Sky. So worst case scenario, you know, you're adding plains all the time to unlock your Shatter the Sky. And potentially your Brazen Borrower with islands or blue mana sources there. That's the deck list. We're playing best of 1 today. I think Shrines is incredibly easy to sideboard against in the current state. Gem Razor is rampant and everywhere. And then, you know, everybody else is running enchantment and artifact destruction right now as well in their main board, I feel like. So best of 1 today. I think it's really, really good in best of 1. You know, just for the fact that it's so hard to deal with once it starts going if you don't have those specific cards to shut it down. Heliod's Intervention is a great example of that. but not too many players in Best of 1 are running Disruption. Most of them are just trying to execute their own aggro format or style. So this is great because we have life gain. We have Uro, gains us a ton of life, right? The Stone Fangs also is going to gain us life. Can be doubled through Sanctum of All, which is great. And then we have Brazen Borers. This can bounce, for example, Annex while it's trying to equip its Embercleave. And then, it's our turn after that. We Shatter the Sky. Well, there's no Annex in play. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Maybe Annex still is in play. We use our Extinction Event to exile it instead. So we've got the life gain. We've got Disruption through Brazen Borrower, so they can't get their combo off before we can wipe them. It's not always that we're going to be dropping a Shatter or an event on turn 4. Maybe we have to dig in turn 6 or 7 to find it, and that's where the Brazen Borrowers really come in handy. The life gain as well, so you can survive past that turn 4, turn 5. Make sure you get those key pieces, reset the game, and start to stabilize, stacking those shrines up, and begin to take the game advantage. That's it, right? Stack shrines, survive, maintain field control, and gain more value than your opponent. Idyllic Tutor is great. It can search you for your Sanctum of All. It's amazing. There's 2 copies here in case one's in your opening hand and your opponent has you discard it. That does happen. It's annoying. That's why we run 2 copies, and that's also why we have the Tutor within all the shrines because, it's great to pull the specific shrine you need. Maybe we need mana and we have to pull our Harvest. That's fine. Maybe we, have enough mana for our Sanctum and we pull that. It's ideal to just pull the Sanctum of All because it can pull the other shrines, through its ability. So if you can use the Tutor to pull it, it will pull the rest, and that is going to save you the day. But regardless, just having the consistency of pulling whatever shrine you need for whatever occasion arises is really good because maybe you don't have the 5th land and you need the Harvest to get there. So that's a potential playline as well with the Tutor. It's generally a pretty easy deck to play. Treat every match like you are playing against an aggro deck, and that's going to up your win rate. So this means having an Extinction Event in your opening hand, a Shatter the Sky, an Uro, right? Just some of those really nice engines, maybe even a Borrower in your opening hand is really nice. Something to gain you land, ramp, right? Gain you life is what I meant to say, lol, gain you lands. But to ramp for you, and then some removal, allowing you the time to stack your shrines. And that's going to be the key component to winning. So that is the deck list and the deck strategy. As far as, synergies, the only synergy here is, take the Tutor, find the Sanctum. Sanctum finds everything else. The Sanctum of All also doubles all of our other shrines, which is pretty cool. And then, just use Uro to survive, control the field, save its Brazen Borrower, and the wipes as well. So let's get into today's gameplay footage. Before I do, I'm live on YouTube every morning at 6 a.m. At 7, we go on Twitch for 5 to 8 hours, and then we're back on YouTube again at 6 p.m. all times Mountain Standard. If you don't want to do the conversions, there is a Linktree link in the description below that will take you to the appropriate places. All you have to do is follow me on there once, and you're going to be notified when I go live. That's great. And then, jump in the Discord as well. Last month, we gave away 120,000 gems. We have 350,000 still to give away, so don't miss out. And again, the link for that is in a Linktree link. And then we're using MTGA Assistant today. It's a very, very neat tracker for the game. Deck stats, deck write-ups, deck videos, metagame analysis, you name it, it's all in here. Check it out. All you have to do to get that working is download it, install it, account settings, detailed logs enabled, easy peasy, lemon squeezy. All right, you guys, that's all. Enjoy today's 2021 standard rotation-proof shrines, and we'll be here in a few minutes for my closing thoughts and vlog style, situation. So enjoy, and we'll see you in a few seconds. Going first, we are playing with shrines, and we've got that key combo basically building already. Lots of Triumphs in the deck, and we have a Tutor to find one of our shrines if we can't get there organically. Fox is annoying. So we want to make sure the Storm's Wrath hits. So we're playing slow, right? They could cycle to 5. I'm hoping that they're kind of like greedy and try to play a rescuer or something. No, they're gonna go to 5. Brody. The life gain does help. But we're not killing this. Let's thin our library. Or Sanctum. Oh, it's a green mana we don't have. Shoot. I should have looked at that first. Brutal. It's a lot of damage. Yeah, I can't believe we messed up that, Costs 1 less, so it costs 6. We could drop by 3 and still need 3. It's expensive. I mean, we could tap the Fox, I guess. We're still getting just killed, I'm sure. We're still dead, though. They can just cycle and then hit us with the blaster cannon, whatever you want to call it. I guess we might need Brazen Borrowers. Zenith Flare, I'm sure. Yeah. Alright, let's keep working on the deck here for a sec. It's kind of an underwhelming hand, but it does show promise. Playing our swamp first. Shatter's really nice. Trying to pull second planes. We have the borrowers to help us survive while we get there. We just want more land. Five damage here isn't pretty. But again, if we can draw that second planes. We could tutor for the harvest, which will activate the planes. Right? But that's 2 turns away. Because we have to tutor, grab it, then play it. Which, thinking of that, we should have done that last turn, I guess. But again, it doesn't really matter much. We have no green source either. Big ouchies. It's annoying, and I hate it. Attrition. Let's just draw that land, come on. Let us clean up this mess. We're dead next turn though, aren't we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Isn't that annoying? We can't even double bounce. Well, we can, but... Alright. Just trying to mitigate all the damage that they do this turn. Right, it's weird. We do our best though. Destroying our Sanctum of the Fangs, so now we only do 1 damage. Our opponent goes first. You know, our land doesn't look good. We got a couple dead cards here. Let's toss it. This does look better, oddly enough. And let's toss a Heights. Earl's great. We're gonna pull an island there. No 2-drop. Let's just go untapped, I guess, right? Arrows in next turn. Right? Arrow or add 1 mana. Yeah, let's add the mana. Maybe we pull a land and can play our Sanctum. Neutralize. Okay, that's where this is headed. Triome's good. Let's arrow out. There could be a counter here, I guess. Oro in denial. Oh, wow. Someone doesn't like adventures. Day to the sideboard. Gross. We're playing both sides of the fence here. I'm sure it's something to deal with, Uro. 3 in the grave. Only really 2. We need 3 more. Get a little draw going. Dream Trawler, are you serious? We're gonna get blasted here. We need a Shatter the Sky ASAP. Also, we need that Shatter the Sky not to be countered. Oh, are you serious? We need to be tapping their creatures. Right? They're tapped, so the Shatter's perfect. Thank you! We lose our graveyard. I think we're in a good spot here, though. Once you start stacking shrines, it does get a little harder to win. Woof. Oh, I don't think it matters. Blue. We have all of our shrines. We're good to go. They can discard to return it to their hand, but they could do this anyways. And we can just do it again. Right underneath of them. And that's going to get us the win. Shatter saves the day. I think we toss this, look for better land. Keep 6, toss a Fangs. Play our Triumph first, Fangs second. Borrower is a dead card here. Interesting. Just an omen, that's okay. Simic Flash, I wonder? Interesting. Burrow, that's not good. Couple shrines in play, never hurt nobody. The Sanctum of Fangs is quite nice. They need 3 more in the grave for Uro. This will go there. Plus they get the land, which is always helpful. Into another Uro? Stop it. They're always all 4 right at the top in our opponent's deck, it seems. I think we cycle our Triome. It's not the right color for anything that we need, right? We just start looking for that blue mana source. Wow. Looking for our shatters. Nice. They're tapped. Three damage, 3 life. Let's just snipe it. Earl can enter. We need that blue shrine to be drawing. Calm Waters. They're gonna play Earl, it looks like. That's fine. Interesting. They don't play either. There must be counter magic available, right? I wish. We just have to get 1 land if this is the way we go. Yeah. We'll pull a land, it's okay. We have another Shatter to survive until we do 29 life, right? It should be no worries. It's just them destroying enchantments that sucks. Make sure to check out MTGA Assistant Overwolf link in the description below to get said tool on the left-hand side of my screen here. You get your draw rates. It's pretty cool, right? You can see what's left in your deck. You can see what is been played from your opponent's deck as well. So we see an Uro enter. Cool. So no land. We will just pass our turn, and we're going to tap Uro instead of removing it. And that way they get an opportunity to play more creatures, like spend more of their mana, right? It only costs 3 because we control 3 shrines. Looking for a land so we can play our Sanctum. They do have a Helioid's Intervention or something. They're selecting our shrines. I don't like it. Interesting. They're countering the tap. They're returning this to our hand. They can make a copy of Uro. That's disgusting. It gets sacked, but they still get the benefit from it. And they get to attack here as well. Nice. Grody. Whatever. The Elspeth Conquers Death is good.
Power without
Lame. Hey, we get to go first. That's pretty cool. We don't really have a benefit from playing our Tranquil Light early on, so let's just hold it. Playing it slow here. Looking for our 4th land. The cycling deck. Not good. Drain a Stinger. For some reason I thought we could play Uro there. LOL. You know, I just assumed Triome, it's a coverall. How does this not have red or, sorry, green or blue in it? Take it on the chin. I mean, we could kill this borrower. We probably should. We'll toss our copy of Tranquil Light. Cycling for some more damage here. More triggers. Nothing like clicking that resolve all button 5 times a turn. They're 15. We can get our Fangs out to gain some life. That's gonna be nice. I think we take the draw first, though. I think we have everything that we need. Let's take the secondary island for our borrower. Three damage is actually pretty hefty, right? That's no joke. Woof. Basically nullify their damage. Let's take a green source here. And we can kill this Pyromancer. And we discard our copy of Calm Waters. At 15, their graveyard's at 7. We gain 4 life a turn. It should be enough to seal the deal. Earl can be played next turn. Another Pyromancer. Can you imagine getting hit with 6 damage for a cycle? Woof. That would be crazy. Right? That's too much. It's like something happened to the screen there for a second. Draw 4 cards? I think so. Let's play Uro for some more life. We have to stay above their graveyard. We can tap them, but that does nothing. Looking for either our green shrine, our multicolored shrine, or our tutor. We still have 35 cards left. Sure. Why not? Let's get more shrines in play, right? That's really what's good. We can still shatter, I guess. Let's attack first. Gain some life. Okay. We have plenty of life. They gained quite a bit of life, so maybe they're just trying to sustain themselves. Right? Discard our Triome. 3 arrows to draw up. We're gonna just decline the draw from our Calm Waters. Take blue mana with our harvest, I guess. Good game. $11 engrave. It could just like flare us to death, I guess. There it is. Declining the draw, taking some blue. That shrine gives us lethal next turn because it doubles the rest of our shrines, which is a little absurd. Let's get Uro in play. Draw a card, gain some life, play the land. Why not? Let's do it again. Okay, third time's charm. It's too much. We deserve to get roped after that BM. There's nothing like staring down the barrel of 4 Uros, right? That is just silliness. And then this is lethal. decline. We don't need any other shrines. We've got them all. And then this deals 10 damage just in Stone Fang damage. 12 damage, sorry. There's 6 of them. I forgot because the multicolored. Oakley dokley. So, you know what? I know what you're thinking. Shrines is risky biscuits. Gem Razor is rampant. He is going to eat you alive. I agree. I agree. But in best of one, A, they have to have it, and B, they have to pull it. We should be able to, at least by a rule of repetition, get a good win rate based on the fact that they won't be pulling it consistently, right? They won't be it consistently, and then they won't pull it consistently. So we should have pretty good luck in that aspect of it. I do get that it's a direct counter to us and pretty easy to stack and get off aggressively, but that's why we're playing best of one, so they can't sideboard against us, and just try your hardest to pop off and mitigate what they do. We do have the Brazen Borrower, so if they are trying to gem raise, they use the mutate ability. We could petty theft, and then the mutate ability doesn't trigger, and they just get the gem raiser. And then after that, we're able to, hit it with the Shatter the Extinction Event. So like there is a way out, but it's pretty weird. Anyways, that's the deck. As far as upgrade goes, I don't know. Maybe we could balance the shrines and put in more disruption a little bit, but I think it's pretty close. Closing thoughts. We got the tops done on my epoxy desk last night. We got magic cards all over the top. We're doing the sides. I'm going to finish it today, hopefully, while we wait for our card reveal. And if you want pictures for that, it's in the Discord and the VIP chat for our supporters. If you want to get in on that, all you have to do is, drop your Twitch Prime on me, or like the YouTube membership program, or we even have the Patreon. And then all of those people get a little extra, right? They get that behind the scenes lifestyle shenanigans. And then a direct line to me as well. That's the only chat where my notifications are on, right? So get in there if you want to join the inner circle. And, a big shout out to everybody. I really appreciate the support. Even if it is just your Twitch Prime, they add up. They count, right? For starving artists, that's for sure. Again, appreciate your time and attention. Thank you so much. Don't forget to join our communities and catch our live schedule. Yada, yada, yada. Take care and have yourselves a magical day. Peace.